Hi everyone, it's Sarah from stampingwithlove.net. Thank you very much for joining me today. So today I wanted to come on and show you these gorgeous little treat holders that I've been making. I've designed them to fit one of these Merci chocolates, which my family absolutely love. And I've used the gorgeous Snowfall Thinlits dies that I've been showcasing because they're only available until the end of this month, the end of November, for purchase, to create this gorgeous snowflake embellishment on the front of the holder. So I thought I would show you exactly how I made it, and I'm going to start by making my snowflake. So I'll put those off to the side. And to make my snowflake embellishment, I'm actually going to be using this these adhesive sheets that we carry in our annual catalogue. It's not something I use very often, but it's a fantastic way to adhere really sort of intricate Thinlits dies, cutouts, to your projects without getting into a mess with glue. So I'll show you exactly how you use it. I've got a piece of copper foil sheet that I cut off for my snowflake, and I'm just going to peel back part of my adhesive sheet, and I'm going to adhere the copper foil sheet to the end of it. Like that. Flip that back, and I'm going to cut that piece away from the rest of the adhesive sheet. So now my copper foil is stuck to the adhesive sheet, and when you remove this backing, the actual the foil sheet will be sticky, and you'll be able to stick that straight onto your project. So I'm going to bring in my big shot, and I've got my magnetic platform on the bottom, my lower cutting plate, and I'm actually going to put my snowflake die cutting side up because I want a really nice clean cut into my copper sheet, with the copper side down on touching the cutting side of the die, and my top cutting plate on top, and I'm going to run that through. And as you can see, that has done a clean cut all the way through. So now my snowflake should come easily away from the copper foil, which it does, like that. And I'm going to bring in my sponge pad and roller die brush just to roll over the remaining pieces inside. The majority of the pieces have come away, there's just a couple left. I'm coming in with a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock, which has already been die cut using this die, and I can now peel away the backing of the snowflake, and that actually pulls away any remaining pieces. There's a little one stuck there, just get rid of that. There we go. And then we can adhere that straight onto the Coastal Cabana backing. Like that. So quick, clean and simple. Brilliant way to adhere intricate die cuts onto your projects. So that's ready and waiting. We can get rid of all of this. And now to make my treat holder, I'm bringing in my stamping trimmer, and I've gone ahead and cut a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock to 3 3/8 inches by 3 3/8 inches squared, and I'm going to place that on my trimmer and score at 1.5 inches. Rotate my cardstock 180 degrees and do exactly the same thing, scoring at 1.5 inches. Now I'm bringing in my detailed trio punch, And I'm going to be using the corner rounder side of my punch to round all 4 corners of my cardstock. Like that. And I'm bringing in my bone folder and I'm just going to burnish my score lines like that. And that's basically my treat holder made. So now I'm going to bring in my big shot again, and I've swapped my magnetic platform in for my standard platform, which is the one we need to emboss with. Lay down my lower cutting plate, and I'm bringing in my softly falling embossing folder, which is a really wonderful Christmas embossing folder. I love it. And I'm just going to lay my cardstock into the embossing folder, and we don't have to be too worried about how straight we get it because it's circles, so it's not going to make any difference. So I'm just going to lie that down onto the lower cutting plate, put my top cutting plate on and roll that through. And my cardstock's beautifully embossed with that gorgeous embossing folder. And now I'm going to bring in my mini dimensionals and attach my snowflake to the front of my treat holder. And I'm just putting a dimensional on the 2 points of my snowflake. And I'm just going to place that down. Next, I'm going to bring in my linen braided trim, and I'm just going to slip that through the middle of my snowflake, which has got a dimensional on the top and the bottom point, and pull that through to the other side. And then I'm going to bring in my Merci Chocolate, and I'm just going to place a couple of glue dots on the top and bottom of the chocolate just to hold it in place in the pouch, and just lay it down like that. And then I'm just going to tie that into a bow. And when you're happy with it, you can just trim off the edges. And now there's just a tiny bit of stamping to do, and for that I'm bringing in my beautiful bouquet stamp set, and I'm going to be using the tiny little sentiment for you there, and inside the matching bouquet bunch framelits dies has this gorgeous little tag, which is the perfect size for a project like this. So I've gone ahead and die cut my tag out of some Sahara Sand cardstock, and I mounted the For You onto my block, and I'm just bringing in my Coastal Cabana ink, and I'm just going to stamp that onto my tag. And just finally I'm going to put a couple of glue dots onto my tag and slip that underneath my snowflake like that. And that's it. My treat holder is completely done, and if I bring in the other two, there's the finished project. So I mean, I just think they're really gorgeous little holders, perfect for wedding favours or Christmas table decorations, or really just about anything. And of course you could just change up the embellishment to something different if you wanted to make it non-Christmassy. So just a really cute project for you. I really hope you enjoyed it today and you'll have a go at making them. If you want to learn more about the product, you can do so over at my blog, which is stampingwithlove.net, and there'll also be a link to the project below the description, in the description of this video, and I'll put links to all the products that I used if you are interested in finding out more about them or purchasing them. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.